it's hard to build a paradise without the right values. We all agreed on that in the team at COPOE, and I am very happy about the value charters of COPOE, because I believe, yes, just those values spread in our society can transform it into a wonderful world. If it's not a paradise, it must be close to it. And when we are faced with puzzle, the attitude of a lot of people is just to give up. Okay, that's when challenging situations occur, when we are faced with problems which look beyond ourselves. We feel, oh, it's too difficult, and I don't know what I can do. It's beyond my control. You know, it's easy to release the control to other people. It's really easy to give up when we are faced with very difficult challenges. What is more difficult and more what is more rewarding and beautiful is to sit down and analyze the problem and spread it into pieces so that we can understand it better, and we don't have to find a solution for the whole lot in one go. We can spread it into several parts that are more easily manageable and find solutions for each of these parts separately together. The solution will not necessarily come from our own brain. It could come from anyone else on the planet. This is why we need to attract as many smart, wise people from all around the world, because the solutions will come from everywhere. And I want you to step back and look at the planet from above and imagine what the planet will be like. I'll go through a few slides for you to help you to visualize a paradise. What is a paradise for you? How does it look like? How does it feel the morning to wake up in a paradise? You know, the more you have a feeling of what it is to live in a paradise, the more chances you have to make it one day, to make it happen. So does it mean to live in a beautiful place near the ocean? What environment do you imagine which would be really inspiring for you? Truly a paradise. Think about it. I'll show you a few slides for you to visualize harmony between the humans and the rest of the living beings on the planet, maybe. Definitely peace, beauty, creativity, art, spirituality, meditations, harmony. I love mountains, and yes, we have to protect the environment. As well, we cannot live in a paradise where pollution is too high. Okay, if you know where you want to go, you have much more chances to get there. So one of the goals of COPOE is to precise our idea of what it is to be in a paradise. Harmony between humans, harmony in the living world, the animals, vegetables, no war, no poverty. So our society is full of wonders, but still very primitive, definitely. Okay, and we all are in it and are actors. In fact, there are no spectators, because if we don't do anything for any issue, it is acting, not participating, not supporting a cause that needs our support is rejecting it basically. So in fact, whether we like it or not, our actions have an impact, or inactions have an impact on the rest of the world. So by being aware and being more in harmony, we can harmonize our actions, our words, and our thoughts, and that will have the results to make an impact around us, and maybe, yes, the butterfly effects, the rippling effects that you know about can affect the rest of the world. So this is a big project we have here. Building of a paradise is possible. I want to share a part of our history that for me is interesting, because it is a good sample of human stupidity concerning wars, concerning the race for the more and more sophisticated weapons. I read on the internet that the crossbow was seen as such a terrible weapon that the Lateran Council of 1139 ruled that people using crossbows against Christians or Catholics were to be excommunicated. Of course, it was largely ignored. It was forbidden in France. Yes, the crossbow was considered in the Middle Age too harmful, too cruel when it first came out, and unacceptable. Now, what would be unacceptable today with the race of for the latest weapons we know of? Think about it. We have missiles going faster than the speed of sound, about 5 times faster than the speed of sound, about this size, loaded with depleted uranium, which can penetrate maybe 20 meters of concrete and explode wherever in whatever room it ends up, in the tank, or can pierce very solid armors. So you don't hear it coming when it moves at 5 times the speed of sound, and well, this is probably the equivalent of the crossbow of the Middle Age. It is pretty cruel, and it spread in the atmosphere depleted uranium, which is a particle which is very deadly. It spreads very dangerous radiations for billions of years, which are extremely carcinogenic for any living being which will end up with this little molecule inside it, whether it is in the environment or in the food chain. Wherever it ends up, in fact it will end up in the food chain, so it will affect humans, and it is a crime against humanity to use such weapons which are so destructive and so polluting for our world. And it's funny that there are not so many people around the world who complain about this kind of use of the military. But we have to handle it with love. The depleted uranium. Some words about the depleted uranium. The uranium and its radioactive decay products will remain toxic for over 4 billion years and will slowly destroy the genetic future of the Iraqi people. But the death and destruction will not be contained within the borders of Iraq. The winds will spread it throughout the Middle East and beyond. Basically, it affects the whole world. If we can let depleted uranium be used by the military, what else is coming our way? I mean, when you read that, what kind of crime is it? You know, what would it take to be excommunicated today? Because depleted uranium, which makes the planet uninhabitable for 4 billion years, basically, is showing how primitive our planet is, our humanity is, and we have to find solutions with love, and this is the power of love which will save us. As you probably know, Jimi Hendrix said, when the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace.